Welcome back. Today we are starting the chapter Electricity of class 10. We are familiar with air current and water current. What is water current? The flow of water constitute a water current in rivers. Is it? Similarly, if an electric charge is flowing through a conductor, what is conductor? A substance which conducts electricity is called conductor. So, if an electric charge is passing through such a conductor, say a metallic wire, then an electric current will generate in that conductor due to this flow of electric charge. So, we can say that the flow of electric charge creates an electric current. For example, a torch. If the cell or the battery of a torch is arranged in a proper order, then we know that this cell will provide electric charge. So, there is a flow of electric charge and hence the bulb of that torch will glow. There is another case also. The torch will glow only if the switch is turning on. Then what is the purpose of this switch here? The switch acts as a connecting link between the cell and the bulb. Now, how can we express an electric current? An electric current can be expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. What is electric current? The amount of electric charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. How can we write it? Electric current I is equal to Q, the amount of charge flowing, divided by T. The amount of charge flowing in unit time is what is electric current. Now what is the unit of electric charge? We know that the unit of electric charge is coulomb, right? And the unit of time is, the SI unit of time is second. Now we are going to study the SI unit of current, that is ampere, and is denoted by the capital letter A, which is the ampere is the unit of electric current. Now, how can we express 1 ampere current? From this equation, 1 ampere can be written as 1 coulomb charge divided by 1 second. Time is 1 second. That is, 1 ampere is defined as the 1 coulomb charge flowing through a particular area in 1 second. Or if 1 coulomb charge is flowing through a particular area in 1 second, then it constitutes a current of 1 ampere. Electric current can also be expressed as the rate of flow of electric charge. How can we write it? Electric current is equal to the rate of change of electric charge. Now we are going to study what is the direction of electric current. The direction of electric current can be taken as the direction of positive charge. Or we can say that we know that electron is having negative charge. Suppose if an electron is flowing in this direction, then the direction of current is just opposite to that of electric charge. We know that the flow of electron constitute the electric charge and that constitute the electric current. If the electric charge or electron is flowing in this direction, then the current is flowing in opposite direction. That is, the direction of current is just opposite to that of the direction of electric charge. Now we can study what is an electric circuit. A continuous and closed path of electric current is called electric circuit. A continuous and closed path of electric current is called electric circuit. This is a schematic diagram of an electric circuit. It consists of a bulb, an ammeter, a key and a cell. What is ammeter? Ammeter is a device which measures the current. An instrument to measure current is called ammeter. Here it is a bulb, key, and this is cell. This is the positive terminal of the cell and this is the negative terminal of the cell. Then what is the direction of electric current through this circuit? Electric current will always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So we can indicate the direction of electric current like this, starting from positive terminal and it is moving towards the negative terminal through this bulb and ammeter. Now we can study the electric potential and potential difference. Suppose we kept water in a perfectly horizontal tube. Is there the water flow will take place? No, the water will not flow. But if we connecting one end of that tube with a tank which is placed in a higher level, then of course the water will flow. Now there is a pressure difference between the two ends of that tube. Due to that, the water flow will taking place. Similarly, in the case of electrons also, in order to flow electron, there should be an electric pressure. A difference of electric pressure should be there. Then only the electron will flow. The difference of this electric pressure is called the potential difference. We can define the electric potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit carrying some amount of charge as the work done to move a unit charge from one point to another. The potential difference is denoted by the letter V. The potential difference between 2 points V is equal to the work done divided by the charge. Then the unit of potential difference is volt. So how can we write 1 volt is equal to 1 joule. 1 joule work, the unit of work is joule and the unit of charge is coulomb. Then 1 joule per 1 coulomb defines the 1 volt potential difference. The potential difference is measuring by an instrument is called voltmeter, and voltmeter is always connecting parallel in a circuit. In previous case we studied ammeter, which is an instrument measuring current, which is always placing as serial in a circuit, but voltmeter is connecting as parallel in a circuit. The equations that you have to keep in mind that we studied in this class are two equations to find out current I. One is Q by T and I is equal to the rate of change of charge, dQ divided by dt. And another equation that we discussed to find out the potential difference, V is equal to W, the work done divided by charge Q. And the problem connecting with these equations we can do in coming classes. And if the class is helpful, please subscribe my channel and press the bell button also. Then only you will get the notification of the its coming part. Thank you.